Yo, what's going on, everybody? We back with another one. Well, hopefully another one, if it don't start raining again. Seems like every time I want to do something to one of my trucks, it rains. And it rains. And it rains. But today we're going to be doing the stuff I got to go Recon. This is just like a deal they was running on Black Friday where they give you something free with every purchase over like $200, I think it was. But let me show y'all what we got. There's the item number. Yeah. Let me show y'all what we got going on today. An update on the wheels, man. I'm really liking the mud graps. But there it is. There it is. It's the smoke lens. Third brake light. And I think that's gonna look real good. Rather than the red. Because the red on that don't even match the tail lights. That's like a freaking real dark red. And that's a real bright red. So we're gonna be swapping that out today. And another thing we're gonna do while we're already dropping the headliner and getting that off, we're gonna go ahead and put some self-leveling silicone up there, because this thing does leak. You can see in that corner there's a droplet running down. And it looks like there's water actually standing up here. It is. And there's actually water standing right there. So yeah, we're gonna seal that back glass. Let me show you what we got for that. I think that's the same stuff I used on the white truck, which worked great. No issues out of it. Never leaked again. It's just some clear RTV silicone. So hopefully that does the trick on it. Like I said, I did it on the 2021, the RST, the white truck I had, and I never seen it leak again. So we're gonna be doing those two things. And let me show you what we did up here, because it did rub very, very minimal up here in the front. So what I did is I took the mud flap off, because it used to go all the way over to that back corner. And what I did is I just cut it so it would cover the hole. There's a hole right here where a plastic rivet, I guess you'd call it, goes in. So I didn't want to leave a hole there, so I just cut these things all the way apart, basically, except for right here. So now it don't rub at all, except in reverse. And I don't usually cut the wheel too hard when I'm in reverse anyways, so I'm not really worried about that. But yeah, man, I'm really digging the tires. Really digging them, and they're so smooth. A lot of people say, you know, mud tires aren't smooth on the road. These are. They're smooth, but they are loud. Like I was saying in the video, they are very loud. So yeah, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take these things down, the little coat racks on both sides. Then we're gonna take these side pillars off where the seatbelt goes in, both sides. And then, if I remember correctly, it's just like two them little plastic pins that can go in there that's holding it up. Pull that down, then it's like 9 or 10 millimeter nuts that hold the whole spoiler, I guess you'd call it, on. So then we'll pop that off, cover it up, get some towels, clean it up, all that good stuff, and then we'll put that RTV on there. And then that should do it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, fingers crossed. And then after we get this taken care of, the next thing we're going to be doing is probably an exhaust. I'm going to let y'all hear this thing, because it's not horrible, but compared to the Ford, it's nothing. Can't even hear it, man. It's nice having a quiet truck when the tires wasn't loud, but now the tires are louder. I'd like to have some kind of sound coming out of this thing. So that's going to be the next thing, is going to be an exhaust and the windows tinted. We're gonna do limo tint on the two back and then the rear, and then we're gonna do 25 on the driver and passenger, and then we're gonna do the brow on the front and limo tint as well. That's probably gonna make it pop. And I might put the 2-inch spacers back on the front just to see how it looks, because I didn't get to see how it looked, because like I said, my mom drove the truck over there because I had to work. So I didn't even get to see how it looked with the 2-inch spacers on the front. It still has 1.5 inches on the rear, and you can tell there's a little bit of a difference. Not too much. Well, actually it is quite a bit, maybe 1 inch. But yeah, once I get everything taken loose, I'll get the video started back up and show y'all the progress that I've got. All right, fellas, we got it most of the way down. We got everything loose. Everything's ready to come out, except the third brake light. I got to get those 10mm bolts that are holding it in. It's like 7 of them, I believe. But yeah, you got an 8mm that holds the coat rack, or the little hanger up right there on that side. And then you got a 7mm here that holds this piece on. So you got to take that off because that looks like a bungee for it, I guess. I don't know. And then you got to pop this trim piece off here, which that's all you do is pop it off. And then what I did on both of these is I just put my hand, one hand here, and then one hand on the other side, and I gave it a nice good tug, and it come right out. Just try not to bend it when you're pulling it, because you don't want to break these tabs here. Because if you do, it's not going to sit flush like it was when you took it out. So yeah, I'm going to... Can't really see them. Well, you might be able to see one there. Yeah, there's one 10mm. Jesus, I can't talk today. But yeah, like I said, you got about 7 or 8 of those. Pop those loose, and then that third brake light should pull right out. And this is the connector for it, so just pop this loose and it'll be ready to come out. So yeah, once I get it all taken out, I'll pick the video back up then. All right, fellas, we got it down. Here she be. And there's actually, I don't know why I didn't notice it, but there's 2 bolts on the corners as well, which they're just 2 10mm. And that comes out and you'll be good to go. We'll shut that up. I'm gonna get up here and wipe this down because it is dirty. Dirty. Get this cleaned up real nice like before it starts raining again. Oh, where'd that come from? What was that at? On this, I'm guessing? Yeah, had to be. Okay. And we're gonna get this thing nice and shiny. And we're gonna get that silicone and go right down this puppy. I'm gonna fill it in. Hopefully if I get all the water out, because there's water down there, it's not gonna dry. There's not a whole lot of water there, but just a little bit, and it'll make that thing still leak. So we're gonna make sure that's dry. I might get the heat gun and get up here and heat this up so I know it's dry. Maybe. Yeah, because it still looks wet in there. So we might do that. Get the heat gun, get this thing cleaned up, get it dried up, and then we'll get to putting that puppy on there. Let me see, is the heat gun in here or is it in the other truck? Pause this music for you to get copyright on me. Hummingbird. Let me see, I think it's in this truck over here. Let me look. Yeah, still trying to find an LS motor for this thing, man. This not found the right one yet. Well, I thought it was in here. That's no good. Let me see if it's in this little mini storage shed. Huh, daddy long legs. Well, I don't know where that thing is now. It's not there. It's gotta be in the shed. But it's not in either one of the trucks. It's not in the house. It's gotta be in here. Somewhere. Where art thou? Music if you don't stop. It's gotta be in here. Ah, there it is. Aha! Here's the culprit. Go ahead and get this silicone. You think by now GM would have done fixed this or come up with a fix for it from the factory, but literally that 2019 that LTZ I drove, it had the same problem. It was leaking out the window as well. So it's like they know it's happening, but they still don't acknowledge it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna dry this seal up right here, get all the water off of it. And I'm gonna seal it with that self-leveling silicone. And then I'll pick the video back up once I get the other light installed on the spoiler. And then we'll go from there. All right, fellas, we got it in there. Let me show you what we got going on. That looks so much better. So much better than this red. But you see what I mean? Like, that's two different reds. This is like a bright red. It'd have been a little bit better. But being that it was that ugly red like that, man, that's gonna look good on the back of that thing now. Let me show y'all what I did with the silicone, just in case somebody out there wants to do it themselves too, rather than taking it to a dealership and having it set. So yeah, that's, and you can't see it. I mean, it's, you can see where my fingers smeared some up here, but once the third brake light's on, you won't even see that. But yeah, I just ran me a bead through there and I smoothed it out. Made sure I got all the cracks. And I'm gonna take the heat gun to it and just warm it up so it'll dry a little bit quicker. And then before I set the new, before I set the third brake light back down, I'm gonna get me some silicone and go over all these holes just so I don't have to worry about it leaking ever again. But yeah, we almost got it done. That's all I got left is to just mount it back up, silicone everything back, and it'll be ready to go. So yeah, once I get everything sealed back up and it back together and it on, I'll pick the video back up. All right, fellas, we got it in there. I got it on right now. It's on the bed lights, and this thing is stupid bright. Let me show y'all. Okay, I'm gonna set the camera here, and then I'm gonna run to the cab and hit the brakes and see how it looks. Then be right back. Hopefully it looked good. It looks phenomenal to me. Once I get the windows dark, black, 5%, I think it's gonna look great. I wanted to do something else with the spacers. I wanted to put the 2-inch spacers on the front, like I said, just to look at it, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it today. It's already too dark outside. You know, getting dark at freaking 4:30 now. Sucks, but it is what it is. But yeah, pretty simple install. I think it took me maybe an hour and a half, and that's because it was raining. Every time I'd start to do something different, it would start raining. Very easy to do. Let me show you how it looks on the inside. Nothing's messed up. Everything's like it's supposed to be. Oh, I forgot to put that cover on. Glad I looked. I gotta put that cover on. But yeah, I mean, I think it turned out great. I think it looks great. Gray and black, it looks good together. So yeah, I think it turned out great. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I know I've been seeing a lot of people with them, with the Recon stuff. I was gonna do it on the white truck. It'll look really good on the white truck actually, because it was already stormtroopered out, white and black. But yeah, I think this is gonna look good too once I get it where I want it. The windows blacked out. That's gonna look really, really nice. But that's gonna do it for this video. Stay tuned because we got a lot more stuff coming for this thing. Just waiting to get the part in at the dealership. It is, I did order it from GM, so it's a GM part. Just give you a little hint. And it's going on the front. There's another hint. If y'all seen the white truck, y'all know probably what I'm talking about. But yeah, like I said, if y'all enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Comment what y'all think of the Recon smoked out third brake light, and I'll leave a link to the light in the description just in case anybody else wants to go pick it up, which they're probably going to have another deal on them, being it's close to Christmas. They'll probably have some kind of flash sale or something like that, because like I said, these things are regular like $375, and I paid $270-ish and some change. And then I got that that license plate that's got the lights built into it for the reverse lights or whatever. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I ain't gonna keep rambling on. If y'all enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned because there's more coming to this thing. Peace.